Well, I've been having these really crazy conversations. I mean, I'm used to having really crazy conversations, but today was a real good ride for me. I don't know. Today was let's try and fuck Kai day or something. I logged on to YouTube and I had this message from some guy. I don't know who he is, and the title of it was, "What this is a booty call." And I'm like, okay, is this like a link to some video? What the fuck? I don't know. So I open it and it goes, "Are you in New York? I want to get at you. Can I get at you?" And I'm like, what video did he see? The majority of my videos tend to be about the same kind of topic. And those topics aren't fucking dudes, but that's okay. I'm like, no, I'll just take it. No, he's nuts, whatever. So this guy hits me up, some whole other dude. He hits me up on AIM, and we have this conversation because he's like semi-local. He's like, I saw you, whatever. He messaged me a couple times before. I already clarified there would be no fucking, there would be no touching, there would be none of that shit was gonna go on. You know, so we're talking, everything's fine. Then he all of a sudden he pulls this strange ass, if a dude showed you his stuff, would you show him your stuff? And I'm like, why would I do that? I'm like, would you do that? If your friend was like, hey, I bet my dick bigger than yours, you want to see? Would you let him whip it out and y'all would just laugh about that shit? You'd think that would be funny? And he's like, I don't mean like that. I'm sitting there and I'm like, this didn't work when I was 5 years old. It's not gonna work now. You show me yours and I'll show you mine. Does not play with Kyan Daniels, okay? And he's like, well, I ain't mean it like that. I'm sitting there like, what? Seriously? How does that make logical sense? And he goes, I thought it would be funny. I thought it would be fun. I'm like, no. How is that funny? Why would I show you some, or why would I want to see some shit that I don't care to see? And he's like, well, I ain't mean it. I'm like, that makes no logical sense. It's like trying to bribe a vegetarian with fucking cube steak. And he got so offended. He goes, look, it makes no logical sense, but whatever, I'm not dumb. And I feel sorry for you and you need help. So he blocks me. And then he unblocks me to tell me that I need help again later on, which I found to be amusing. And I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna get upset at me for not wanting to show you my titties? That's absolutely amazing. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what I love? When dumb ass people look you in the face and say they're not dumb. Because it just justifies the fact that they are dumb. Because a real person with any real sense does not have to say out loud, I'm not dumb. That's like a crazy bitch going, I'm not crazy, after you call her crazy. It just makes you think she's crazy. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like, you know what, this reminded me of the time. This chick, she will remain nameless, but she is dumb as a bag of hair. And one of the very first times I ever spoke to her, she goes, Kai, you know, you whatever, you're smart, but I'm not dumb. And I'm like, you know, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And I kind of just went in the corner and snickered and pointed and was like, that bitch slow. So this whole AIM conversation, I forwarded to a friend of mine, Tony, one of the many Tonys. I'm like, Tony, read this shit. You're gonna die. I'm gonna put the conversation in the corner so you guys can read it too, because I don't fucking care. Hit the guy up, who cares? His YouTube name is the same as his screen name because he's ignorant like that. So I sent it to Tony and he's reading it and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And I'm like, oh, it's fuck Kanye. I must be hot, I don't fucking know. And he's like, no, seriously. Who starts talking to a lesbian about dick? And I'm like, hey, I don't know. You want to hit on a nigga, you want to hit on a bitch, you want to hit on somebody, you start it up, you start it up. And he goes, I mean, seriously, if you want to like change somebody over, when you want to wiggle your way and like smooth it out. And I'm like, hey. Some people are more straight to the point. And I'm like, yo, he just starts laughing. He goes, I'm not really this used to laughing at dumb people. And I'm like, hey, laughing at dumb people is good for your soul. If I didn't laugh at dumb people every day, all day, I would be really sad.